In New Zealand, fame is often frowned upon. Unless you star in a pretty sweet commercial from back in the day, then it's pretty awesome. But once all the fame and the money and the coke wears off, some of these celebrities have to join the harsh realities of normal life like us simple folk. So, do you want to know what happened to some of our favourite celebrities that may have only briefly appeared in one commercial from back in the day? Because I do. Let's get into it. Start off this list with someone that my 80s kids might remember. The Cadbury Creme Egg Girl, otherwise known as Chloe Grocer. First appearing in the classic ad from 1985, then collectively making us crave little brown balls full of goo. Then she just vanished into the abyss and went on with her life. So what happened to her? Well, the trail goes pretty cold. Despite becoming one of New Zealand's most iconic child actors, there's very little public information known about her, which is probably a good thing, because nothing really good happens to child actors in the 80s, eh? At just 15 years old, Auckland-born Rachel Hunter went from average teenager to that trumpet girl overnight, and she won the hearts of Kiwis everywhere. And that one appearance launched a modelling career that took her all over the world and on the cover of Sports Illustrated magazine and Vogue and other ladies' magazines that stocked Pak'nSave's aisle shelves during the 90s. Especially once she married Rod Stewart. The world was obsessed about her and old Rod. Till she wasn't. After that she had to reinvent herself. She appeared on a whole lot of ladies' shows that I probably would never watch, but she did appear in that Stacey's Mum video clip, which I did watch. And Rachel's still pretty active today. Still on social media and appearing on Australian reality TV series. I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. She's a mum, she's an author, she's an advocate, and she's one of New Zealand's coolest exports. In 1990, a 10-year-old from Havelock North was chosen from around 300 kids to become the new face of the Milky Bar Kid. The boy's name was Hayden Luke. The ad instantly made him recognisable to kids all throughout New Zealand and Australia. And as a reward for winning the role, he famously was given 72 bars of Milky Bar chocolate. I would have totally eaten those all in one go. 100%. So what happened after he was the Milky Bar Kid? Well, don't let the unauthorised history of New Zealand tell you different. He didn't go on a rampage shooting homes. Despite having a knack for acting, he didn't go on to pursue a career in television. He just returned to normal life. And more than 35 years later, Hayden still remains one of the most nostalgic faces in New Zealand TV commercials. So here in New Zealand, we have some weird fascination with recurring characters and long-running adverts. But no family captured the hearts of Kiwis more than the Fernleaf Butter Family. The main cast included Hannah Gould as Sam, the daughter, Rhonda Fiddleton as the mum, and William Upjohn as the dad. The ads somehow crafted an ongoing saga which dealt with divorce, dating, and growing up. But somehow butter was woven into every episode. And at the time it was pretty groundbreaking, because it portrayed a family that was dealing with separation. Not your traditional everything's fine, having a good time family. So what happened to them? Well, Hannah Gould, who played Sam, continued acting during the 90s and early 2000s. She even appeared in that cult classic film Scarface. Rhonda Fiddleton, who played the mum, well, she continued acting on theatre and stage and some television productions over the years. William Upjohn also continued to act afterwards, but nothing ever struck as hard as his role as sad divorced dad in a butter commercial. For many New Zealanders, Elvie Martin and Sons wasn't just your average appliance store. It was Neil, or his dad Alan, screaming at you down the television while you were just casually eating your Sunday roast, promising, if it's not right, we'll put it right, and that's a guarantee. Elvie Martin and Sons was founded in Wellington, named after Leo Vince Martin, hence the Elvie Martin. Keeping things in the family, Neil joined the family business after training as a radio technician and eventually transformed it from a small radio shop into one of New Zealand's biggest retail outlets. But instead of hiring an actor, Alan decided to do the commercials himself. And then Neil appeared in the ads. He personally guaranteed the products. He even published his home phone number on television, inviting customers to call him directly if they had a problem. And as national chains expanded and competition intensified during the 2000s, the Martin family decided to sell up in 2004. Smith City, based in Christchurch, took an 80% stake in all LV Martin stock. By then they had become one of New Zealand's most respectable retailers. Their philosophy was simple: people first and profit second. Man, something you don't really hear about these days, do you? For more than 30 years, Vince Martin was the face of Beaurepaires, becoming one of the country's most recognisable television personalities, outside of the Mad Butcher and the Crisco's Lady and Suzanne Paul and the Briscoe's Lady. His quirky humour and Christmas songs and catchphrases made him a Kiwi icon, even though he wasn't even a New Zealander. Vince was actually born in the Netherlands and emigrated to Australia as a teenager, where he began a career as a musician and an actor, before being cast in the very first Beaurepaires commercial in 1983. And after spending nearly 3 decades as their mascot, Beaurepaires was sold to new owners. And in 2014, the company decided to give them the boot because they were going in a new direction. And since then, Vince has spent a bit of time everywhere, and mostly in the United States, where he pursues his career in entertainment. He appeared in films like Castaway with Tom Hanks, worked on stage productions and television, and performed professionally in a big jazz band, often singing Frank Sinatra classics. So if you like this video and you like what I do here, give me a like down below, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to keep this journey going, you can watch one of the videos that YouTube's suggesting here, or maybe the one that it's suggesting up here. Okay, bye. Rondell.